What's going on, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about integrity and how while I want to be a popular YouTuber and I want to make a living off of AdSense and sponsorships and all of those things, there are just some things that I'm just not willing to talk about. Let's deep dive.
I don't do regrets. I'm trying to learn from my lessons, but do I get it yet? I want to set an example, but I'm not sure I can handle all my demons. I'm thinking that I should court a vet. I fight for all respect. I'm working overtime to keep in my head. I understand I'll get the love when I'm dead, so my focus is red. Choose the black out on what's keeping me chosen. I've been the token, now the back is ahead. On my soapbox, chucking.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Georgia Carolina, your gated and discrimination-free community where we personalize culture and entertainment and then curate a conversation that's based on self-discovery and growth. I am your pop culture coordinator of all things inclusion and awareness, Jordan Renee. And I'm happy to have you back for another video. All right, everybody. So today we're talking about just my personal integrity and how I reconcile that with wanting to have a successful YouTube channel. Listen, I'm an up-and-coming YouTuber. I'm an aspiring, YouTuber. I want to get monetized and make money off of my channel and get sponsorships and all of those things. But there are just some things that I'm just not willing to talk about. I think that there are certain things that I'm willing to speak on because there's a greater lesson or something that I took from the situation that taught me a bigger lesson about life or how I want to conduct myself or carry myself. But then there are just certain things that people talk about just because it's popular or just because it's something that a lot of people are speaking about in the moment and it's trending and it's getting a lot of views and a lot of clicks. But that type of stuff doesn't serve me unless there's a greater purpose to it. So like on a small scale, as an example to that, I can't recap every single episode of every single season of Housewives because I don't think that there's genuinely gonna be a teachable lesson in every single episode of Housewives, right? Not something that's gonna move me to chorus to sit here and stretch out an entire 8 to 10 minute video. I just don't think that that's possible. And if it did, I would probably just be digging for anything to make content out of just to say that I covered every single episode and still try to stick to my format of taking a greater purpose and having a bigger conversation by using pop culture as a springboard. I just think that if something doesn't naturally move me, then I don't want to talk about it. For example, the reason why I was making this video was because I was on another social media platform and I saw a story about somebody, and this is somebody who's known to be a clout chaser, somebody who's an attention seeker, somebody who does anything for clicks and views, and they're known to have a troll type of personality when it comes to their platforms on the internet, right? And the situation that the story was about, it was kind of interesting because it was a situation where they were basically getting Boy Who Cried Wolfed, and people weren't believing a situation that they were in, but the reason why they were getting hate was because of something that they said that was ignorant as fuck, right? And I'm trying my best not to actually display the details of the situation because I don't want to bring attention to that person, because I just think that there are some people who do crazy shit just to get people to talk about them. And it has nothing to do with, them needing information, them needing to be educated, or, them being a good person who's just lost their way or shit like that. Sometimes people do shit just to troll people. Sometimes people do shit just for attention. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's been a whole culture built off of that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't see the point in giving some people light and airtime when it really doesn't serve anybody but them at the end of the day. Like, some people, it's just not worth talking about because they're just going to be ignorant any fucking way, and just bringing attention to their actions does nothing but enable them to keep going. Sometimes you calling people out for the shitty shit that they do is only going to make them do more shitty shit because they know that you're going to talk about them, and I don't want to be that girl. I just don't want to be that girl. I don't want to be the person who gives every single thing light and attention, because selected outrage is real. Selected outrage is totally a real thing, and I don't believe that every situation deserves full-blown attention drawn to it. I think some people are doing things just for attention, and you need to leave them and they ignorant ass in the shadows. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do with this situation. But I did want to make a video about the integrity that I choose to have, because I do know that it can come to a detriment to my channel. There's so many things that I could make content on and make videos on just to talk about it and just to formulate some sort of opinion on it. Do you get what I mean? I'm sure that I can form an opinion on anything, but I don't want to sit here and lower the integrity of my content or stray away from the format of my content. In my intro, I say that we personalize culture and entertainment and curate a conversation that's based on self-discovery and growth. And if I don't feel like the message in my video is doing that, then I don't feel like I have a genuine video that's for my channel. For example, I started to record a video today that I didn't see where it was going or what I was getting out of it. I was just covering something just to be covering it. And it wasn't going well because I just couldn't get into it, because there was nothing that I learned from it. There was nothing I was getting to. Do you get what I'm saying? I was just talking about it just to be talking about it, because I knew that a lot of people were going to be watching it, and it was going to, have a lot of clicks and views, and it was going to draw some attention. But I don't feel like me operating from that perspective is going to allow me to create the best content. So even if I do get a lot of clicks and views, if they're clicking and viewing shitty content, then they're not going to come back. If it's not my best work, if it's not true to what the intentions of my channel are, then what am I actually doing? What am I actually giving? Do you get what I'm saying? So I think a part of that has led me to be comfortable with the fact and be content with the fact that the growth of my channel is going to take longer than somebody who is willing to talk about anything and form an opinion on anything just to talk about it. I think that, yes, I am a person who talks about pop culture, and the base of my channel is speaking about pop culture, celebrity culture, and all of those things, but I try to do it in a way that is more impactful to the audience and more impactful to the people watching. I don't want to just give you content and give you coverage of something just to give it to you. I want to actually drop a gem, give you something to take away from it, make you think, invite you into a conversation, and maybe you can teach me something. Do you get what I'm saying? I just don't have the energy to waste my passion or waste my thought process on BS. Do you get what I mean? Do I think that recapping every single episode of every reality show that I watch, do I think that that would be a lot of content for my channel? Sure. But I just want to do more than cover pop culture. I want to dissect, and I want to analyze, and I want to break apart pop culture and really dive behind the fourth wall and really talk about the underbelly of what's really happening. I think if we just spend our time on the surface talking about what we see at face value, I think that, yeah, that's fun and entertaining, but where's the growth in that? Where does that take us to? Where's the elevation in the media? I've said this on my channel before. I think that we should also be making our media work for us just as much as the media producers and the people who put out the content that we watch. They utilize their media for their benefit as well. Do you know what I'm saying? They put out the most salacious and the most attention grabbing stuff so that we'll be tuned in and locked in. I think that if we're going to be subjecting ourselves to this stuff, then we need to utilize it to our own benefits as well, and really take in the media that we consume and use it for something. I don't think that we should just be watching shit just to watch it. I don't think that we should be engaging with things just to engage in it. Now, when I say that, do I think that there is a level of escapism that we do need to have in media? Absolutely. There are some things that we listen to just for a vibe or just for a bop or this and the third, blah, blah, blah. But I do think that there's an intention behind that as well. I think that escapism is an intention. You know what I'm saying? I think if you listen to something just to make you feel better, just to make you escape from the situations that you're going through, just to get your mind off of something, that is an intention. But I say all of that to say, as a content creator, I think that the overall focus of why I do what I do is not just because I want to get attention for myself or bring attention to me and my channel and my platform. I think that I built my platform and my YouTube channel as a community for other people to feel heard and feel safe and feel seen. Sorry, there's blood on my hands. I just did a backflip for my kid and I don't know what I just cut my hand on. Don't be alarmed. But I think that my channel is more so of a community that's built as a safe space for other people to feel seen and feel heard. So it's less about you guys thinking I'm great. It's more so about, am I saying things that make you feel validated? Am I saying things that make you feel heard? Am I saying things that make you feel seen? And if that's not necessarily the case, then I'm not doing my job. You know what I'm saying? Is there content that I want to create just for the fun of creating it and just as, you know, the escapism of just having fun and stepping away from social activism for a minute and just doing something for myself? Absolutely. That's why I did the Drag Race videos. That's why I did the trailer reviews for Atlanta and for Beverly Hills. But even in those videos, I still found ways of speaking about bigger issues and bigger purposes. Do you get what I mean? Like in my RuPaul's Drag Race lip syncs video, I was talking about at one point, you know, fat phobia with Jada Dior Fierce and how I feel like she was, you know, kind of played out a little bit by Candy Ho when they were about to lip sync against each other because she was a bigger girl. Now, mind you, that's just me reading contextual subclues, but just saying. Even in my video talking about the announcement of All-Star 7 and the All-Winner season, I really made it a point to make that video about acknowledging and appreciating the representation of queens of color, because that fan base is toxic and racist, and I want to acknowledge that I feel like the production company is taking heed of that and forcing us to respect the amazing queens that come through this show. So I just feel like I'm one of those people who won't do anything for a bag, and I won't do anything for clicks and views. And yeah, the goal of my channel is to grow and to monetize and make money from my channel and have, you know, as much success as I possibly can. But I also want to do it within a format of something that I feel like can outlive me. And I want my child to find my channel one day and be proud of the things that I'm talking about. And yes, I want, you know, people to find me to be entertaining, but I also want people to more so find me be insightful and informative and even educational, even though I'm not somebody who is coming on here to convince you to see things my way. I think I'm just giving you guys my points of view and inviting you to converse with me on it. So I take the whole education thing kind of harshly because I don't want to make it seem like I'm preaching to anybody or trying to tell anybody what to do or what to think. I think I'm just relaying my points of view and seeing how other people are thinking when it comes to this. And so yeah, drop down in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Do you think that I should be talking about more salacious stuff or just stuff just for the stuff of it? Or, you know, are there things that I'm missing bigger conversations in that you feel like I should be talking about? Let me know that as well. Yeah, I'm always looking for things to talk about that I feel like I can draw bigger points out of, which is why I never really have an established upload schedule, because if I don't find anything that moves me to chorus, I'm not going to make a video just to make my deadline of uploading once a week or uploading twice a week or whatever. I think I started to try to do that with my channel, and the more that I grew into it, the more that I was like, I'm more proud of the work where I'm really doing the video with an intention and a purpose and a message that I want to really display from the video, and the videos that I'm just talking just to be talking, I find it harder to get through because I feel like I'm just looking at the timer in my viewfinder waiting till I get to a certain time, and I feel like I'm just rambling. Whereas like with videos like my Racism by Bravo videos, like the Racist and the Blogger, my Tasha K videos, all of my videos about Spotify and all of that type of stuff, I feel like those videos really meant a lot to me because, or they mean a lot to me because I really did those videos with an intention and a purpose, and I had a plan and something that I really wanted to say. So with that being said, that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. I love all of you from the bottom of my green heart emoji. And if you like the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all of the YouTube-y thanks. And yeah, drop down in the comments and let's continue the conversations. Until next time, peace. Goodbye, Mwah.